Welcome to the episode that we like to call the Air Attack Podcast. I'm your host, Michael. As always, subscribe to iTunes, Google, iHeartRadio, and of course, every Friday night on the Unhinged Sports Network, 10 p.m. Eastern, which this show will be live this Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Unhinged Sports Network. So definitely welcome if you're listening to it then. In the meantime, don't forget every Tuesday for the month of March, buy one, get one free traditional wings at Buffalo Wild Wings. It's good food, so definitely check them out. Most importantly, it's an honor to have James Harden of the Fan Controlled Football League joining us here on Zoom. And if everyone knows, Zoom's gonna be my best friend. And so this will also be on YouTube, of course, with the permission from James Harden. James, welcome to the Air Attack Podcast.
Thank you, man. True honor to be on here, man.
Yes, sir. And of course, I'm a huge fan of Fan Controlled Football, co-owner of the Zappers. Hopefully, it's been fun nonetheless. I liked all four teams. It's overall the league's product is amazing.
Right.
So tell us, pretty much start from the beginning. Were you in tryouts, maybe for the NFL scouts last year, or how does that work leading up to how the FCF kicked off?
Well, put your seatbelt on. It's gonna be a long ride,
Hey, let's go, man.
man. Honestly, man, getting here, I didn't have a tryout. I didn't sing college film. Man, they really found me, man, when I was holding signs at the stadiums,
Wow.
like 5 stadiums. My first time ever holding a sign at a stadium was July 22nd, 2019, at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, my home stadium. Didn't get opportunity. Got laughed at, blown off. Just man, I had to really mentally get settled because I was walking up there every day in the sun. I was catching a train, catching a bus from my house to the train station downtown to get another bus just to go to another bus and get off that
Wow.
bus and walk an hour just to go to the Cowboy Stadium in Frisco. And like I blew off every time. They blew me off. Laughed at, and I went after that. I didn't get an opportunity, so I tried out for this IFL team
Mhm.
for Iowa. Made the team as a receiver. I pulled my hamstring on their little indoor astroturf. After that, came back. I got released to get back on the team, and I was start running back. COVID canceled my season as soon as we started
Wow.
rolling. So came back home. I was homeless too. So going through all this whole sign holding thing, I was homeless, getting kicked out of family house because I was focused on my goals. Man, I can tell you so much, man. I was just going, going, going. But when I got released in Iowa, when I didn't get released, when the COVID came and made us go home,
Hmm.
I really want to go back home, man. I'm like, dang, man. I done held sign at the stadium, got blew off. Like, it was just like, bro, like when they blew me off, I was just like, man, they blown. I was annoyed. I was sad. I didn't want to go back to being homeless again and trying to find somewhere to
Right.
stay. I was sleeping at hotels by strip clubs because they were cheaper. I was sleeping everywhere, man, at
Hmm.
parks where I was training my clients at. So I didn't want to with Dallas. My roommate, he from Dallas too. So I got in the car with him. The whole ride over there thinking like, where I'm gonna go, man. Went on call my parents. Had to try to move back with them. That was a gamble. But they knew what was going on. Came back. I started training, like just everywhere, racing cars up the hill and just trying to get noticed from social media. And
Right.
I started meeting more NFL guys. I was already cool with Rashad Higgins. But I started training with him, Dez Bryant,
Nice.
man, Ja'Cory Shepard, Raheem Moore, like a lot of guys, man.
Hmm.
Cheeto Bay, Byron Jones, uh, Jordan Lewis from the
Wow.
Cowboys, all them. I met all them just on my journey, just randomly meeting them just in places. Like, this work out. All right, come on. And knowing and seeing how I was playing against them and working out against them, I was hanging with them. I was better than a lot of the other NFL guys they were too. Like,
Hmm.
working out with Jamal Adams at Hebron High School with his father. I was just working out, man, and like I was like, you know how you feel like you just can't give up. It's like I'm doing
Hmm.
everything you're
Absolutely.
doing. Like I'm like it's like why I can't be where you at? If I'm doing exactly what you're doing, probably even better. And
Right.
I'm the type like if I'm working my butt off, I want somebody to see it because I want to make it to the top at whatever I'm doing.
Yep.
I don't care if I'm selling spoons.
Yes, sir.
I want Walmart to have my spoons on one of them shelves. Like I kept going, man. I was like, I said I gotta get noticed. So I Started training a lot of clients, and I saved my money, and I started going to stadiums. I was looking up 10. I know everybody was option now because the COVID stuff. Me,
Right.
no offense to no one, I'm not afraid of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
No, I pray
I'm
every
seeing
day.
that. Yeah.
So I was like, look, man, if COVID this thing happen, COVID, how they saying it, it's meant for me to just get sick or something. I'm not giving up.
Right.
Man, I went to New York, New Jersey. I was walking to stadiums. I was on one-way streets behind the woods, walking behind trees, behind golf courses, catching the wrong train to get to the wrong bus. I was going through so much, losing money, and every stadium, man, security guards cussing me out, yelling at me. Like bus drivers send me the wrong way. Like, I spent so much money on Ubers, trains. Man, in reality, man, if I think about how much money I spent like $5,000 just holding signs and going to stadiums and stuff. And planes, probably more than that. Oh, food.
Wow.
Man, it got to a point in New York, man. I was spending so much money to get noticed, man. I had to sleep in a cabin. I paid $50 for that cabin just to have a roof on my head for 5 or 6 hours, just to catch my bus in the morning, to catch my plane. Like I went through so much, man.
Wow.
At 5 different stadiums. I went Patriot Stadium, Giants Stadium, Jet Stadium, Houston Texans Stadium, the Cowboys Stadium, because I was optioning now. They needed help to receive, and I know to this day I can make it on the team. I just need my opportunity. But I started posting one-on-one videos against NFL guys I was working out with and against and stuff, and people saying I was actually good. Like no, and Quavo manager reached out to me, and she was like, James Harden, Quavo wants you on his team. And I was like, I said, Quavo, I be saying post basketball videos. I'm like, he don't want me. I don't play basketball. And then I seen that he had his own little team in his league. I was like, I said, yeah, give me my number. She said, no college number. I was like, man, this got to be a game.
Right.
I'm like, this got to be a game. And they were saying, like, we seen Terrell Owens on your page and stuff. And I'm like, I was like, okay, I seen Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens all on my page. He rooting for me. Then 21 Savage shared my page when I held a sign at the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I said, 21 Savage? I said, God, what you doing, man? I said, this is crazy. Bleacher Report shared me. Wow. Bleacher Report, Gridiron shared me. I was like, bro, this can't be real, bro. Then I called them, commissioner for the league. Like, James Harden. I was like, oh, my God, man. I said, this crazy, man. I said, I don't know what to say. He was like, yeah, Quavo wants you on this team, man, real bad. He said, we want you in the league. He said, we want to build a platform for you guys, you know. He said, we seen your talent, man. You fast, we know everything. What do? I'm like, dang, this guy. I'm just on the phone, like, I'm on the phone with him. This is really crazy.
Wow.
He was like, go online and apply, and I'm going to see the contract. I said, I already did. I did it 2 or 3 times. He said, well, here come your contract. Boom. Sent the contract. I'm reading the contract. I'm like, hold on, man. This can't be real. I'm just reading it. Like the first hour, I'm like, I ain't gonna sign this thing. I had to really to sit on me. I said, this is not real. I was working out. I can't finish my workout. I said, no, I gotta go back home, man. I gotta see this. Went back home, got on my phone, signed the FCF contract, and boom, got here. Then I got released.
Oh man.
Got here within the first week. I got released.
What was your thoughts? Not to cut you off, of course. Continue with your story. What was your thoughts after we got down to the FCF down in Georgia? What was your thoughts of after going through the motions and all of a sudden you got cut and released?
I was hurt. Man. Like, man, I don't know what to say. I was just like, I was shocked. I wasn't angry.
Right.
Because I'm big on everything happened for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, I got released, bro. Like, I didn't show y'all my talent yet. Like, I'm already coming in as an underdog because I didn't play in college. I didn't go to a tryout. So everybody already doubted me. I don't care, but still, no, that's their mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dang, they released me. I said, now people finna think I'm just I'm sorry at sports, man. I'm just sitting thinking like, God, like, come on, God, let me just play. I just want to play. Man, then I left. I tried to leave, quiet. Left the bubble. They said my blood pressure too high. I'm like, what? I never had a blood pressure issue.
Wow.
And I got to the other hotel. As soon as I get comfortable in the hotel, I sat on the bed, unpacked my bag. I was just like, God. I'm like, come on, man. You know how hard I took to get here. Man, as soon as I got comfortable, boom, a text message came in. I mean, inbox. my partner sent me a message. She was like, bro, what happened? Like, it was a thing FCF sent, like somebody on FCF News. They were like, James Harden left the bubble for unknown reasons. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
like,
God.
y'all done sent this, man. I'm like, everybody inboxed me. Like, my inbox was going crazy.
Right.
Bro, you worked this hard, you gonna really quit? I'm like, quit? I mean, y'all think I quit? Like, I'm like, bro, you think I got where here just quit? I'm like, bro, God. I said, I don't play football no more, man. I gotta go through this, man. I said, dang. I was in the hotel and I was so down. I said, I gotta work out. And I was just hurt, man. And I started racing cars up the hill. That hurt me though. That really hurt me.
Of course, I'm a firm believer, and as things happen for a reason. Of course, from sports and everything else, there's always a problem. Stuff happens for a reason. So here you are, practically got to Atlanta, got cut and released. How long after were you able to? How long did you stay in Georgia before they re-signed you back to the FCF?
Man, honestly, I stayed in Georgia for like 2 or 3 more days. They paid for 2 days in the hotel.
Gotcha.
I paid like for the next 2 days because I really had to sit and like think about what my next move for me, because I really sacrificed everything to get there, get here, And I was just like I was like, dang, like every day I was working out, but I was just like, dang, like God, I held signs at the stadium. I'm like, God, do you want me to go hold a sign at the Falcon Stadium? Like that's how I kept thinking. I can go hold a sign at the stadium now. I got the money. I can buy a board.
Right.
And I'm across the street from Walgreens. I'm like, okay, I'll just go buy a board. I walk at the hotel, walk downstairs, and I'll stop the door. I said, God, why would you let me come way out here for FCL just to hold a sign at the Falcon Stadium? I'm like, this don't sound stupid. So I went back to the hotel. I went back upstairs. I said, nah, that ain't right. And every day I was just thinking like, dang. Boom. A few days later, then I left. I left Georgia. One of my friends who got cut as well, he had an injury. I rode with him to Indianapolis, and I went to Iowa. I got a rental car at the airport and drove to Iowa, like 5-6 hours.
Wow.
And I was just driving, man. Then I was in Iowa for like 2 more weeks. Probably like 2 more weeks. Then after that, man, I kept hitting the commission up and everybody. I'm like, look, y'all, I do not have blood pressure problems. I'm sending my like blood pressure, like, look, I don't have blood pressure problems. Don't have blood pressure problems. They kept ignoring me. They were blowing me out, or they would apply like one sentence or one word. And then me, I'm the type, I don't like feeling like I'm bothering you. So I stopped texting them.
Right.
I'm going to just send you my blood pressure stuff. I'm tired of talking about it. Commissioner was like, James, go get your blood pressure together and then come back to me. And I reply back, I don't have a blood pressure problem. Like, I don't have a blood pressure problem. Like, oh my God. Man, I said, I'm 25, man. I never had a blood pressure problem. Like, never had one. Not one time. Man, I get to the hospital. I'm in the urgent care. They done stuck me 3 times in the arm.
Oh my God.
I'm up here like, bro. I'm like, God, look, I don't even play football no more. I'm up here getting stabbed all these times, man. Wow. They check my blood pressure. They say your blood pressure not high, but it can be lower. She said, what's wrong? I said, I'm frustrated.
So of course, it's stress raises up.
Right. I'm like, I'm heated. I'm annoyed. She said, what's going on? I said, I don't came away from Georgia. That I was going off, man. She said, your blood pressure's going up. Relax. I'm like, no, y'all not walking in my shoes. Wow. And boss, man, when I tell you, she said, come back. They took blood from me to make sure I ain't having anything wrong. Everything came back normal. And I sent to the commissioner. I told you. Then boom, he replied back. 2 more days went by. I'm like, God, come on, man. I'm started watching the FCF post on their page, highlights. I'm like, bro. I said, I'm done with social media. I got social media, so I can stop seeing it.
Yep.
2 days later, I went back to the urgent care. Blood pressure was very low. I was calm. I was just letting everything just flow. The lady, she said, nothing wrong with your blood pressure. Like, your blood pressure low? She said, I'm going to release you. Like, you good to go. Man, I sent it to them immediately. I'm talking about immediately, man. They replied back, I say like 2 or 3 hours later, that night, I went to Planet Fitness. They were like, when can you come back down here? I'm like, I can leave right now. I can leave right now.
For real.
Man. And they were like, he said, okay, tomorrow. He said, book your flight whenever you're ready. When you book your flight, like send me your itinerary. I say, okay, I got you. Well, I ran out of Planet Fitness. I said, no, let me go back. I went back to Planet Fitness. I put my workout. I ran out. Me and my boy, we ran out. I called my girl. baby. I said, they just contact me. Look, this is what I'm finna do. Man, I had to scrub up some money from everybody. I had to, man, everything was just like going.
Nice.
Got to the airport, boss. 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, I came back to the to Georgia. But as I'm getting here, right, man, got to the airport. My girl dropped me at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
I get her, man. Paying for my flight, paid for. I'm paying for my bags. I had 3 bags. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
paying
no.
for my bags. Man, this bag too heavy. 0.3 pounds. I say, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I don't have $100, man. I said, I'm changing bags. I'm flipping bags around. Came back. She said, no, it's too high. 0.2 pounds. I'm like, bro.
0.2. Wow.
Switching everything back up again. And I was just so much. I broke some in my bag.
Oh.
So I wasted my clothes, my icy white little dress shoes that shiny and stuff. And I'm walking. I'm like, what's this leaking? Like, I'm thinking, I said, somebody waste something. She said, yeah, I think it's from your bag. I'm like,
uh-oh.
I said, I'm gonna just fix it later. I'll do the bag because I'm already late for my flight. I'm supposed to be on the plane, like in my little area.
Right.
I threw the bag up there. She said, no, you 1 pound over. I said, look, man, look. I said, I'm trying to go. I started talking loud. I said, I'm trying to go back home. I said, I'll play professional ball. My coach is waiting on me right now. Like, I was just going off, man. I said, I cannot miss this flight. She said, well, you got to pay $100, though. I'm like, for 1 pound.
Wow.
I said, 1 pound. She said, well, can you put your clothes on? Like, because she want me to take some at the back. But I'm like, I'm not going to do all that. Like, I'm not going to do all that. And she was just like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I said, man, I'm tired. I said, I quit. I said, I give up. I called my mother. I said, I'm done with this, mama. I can't do this. I'm done with this, mama. And, man, went back over there, opened my bag up. It's, man, medicine everywhere.
Oh, no.
Shampoo everywhere. I'm like, bro, like, I said, I give up. Man, then my mother called. She said, how much money you need? I'm like, no, man. I'm like, I don't have money like that to keep trying to pay everybody back.
Right.
Got on the plane. I'm sticky. I'm running upstairs. I'm running up with the bag. I had to pay $100 extra. They helped me out. They were like, stay positive. Like, don't give up on your goals. Airport people was telling me that. Run up the stairs, get out there, and I had another delay. So I can't get on the plane again. They said, what do you have in your bag? I said, my PS4. Hey, can you take the PS4 out? I'm like, oh, my God. I had cars wrapped around it. I had shoes on top. So I'm like, bro, look, man. I said, God, if you don't want me coming, just say that. Like, I will turn around right now. I did it, and I'm just looking at the time. Then my phone for the die. So I'm running. My earphone dropped. I said, forget the earbud, man. I left the earbud. I left everything. I was just walking the bag. I heard the earbud just bouncing. I looked back. I said, forget it. Get to the airport, the little section thing. I'm the last one left. The lady from shut the door. I'm running. They're like, sir. I'm like, man.
Get off.
Man, I get to the door. She said, your earphone. I look back. She was closed. I said, man, you're a lifesaver. Because I was going to leave that there. She said, she had her shoulder. She said, relax. She said, you're going to make it. I'm like, I've been through so much, man. She got on the plane with me. We was on the same plane. And I just wanted to cry, man. I'm like, I'm trying everything I can. Right. Then I get her, get on the plane, get her. And, man, I came in the room. And I just laid down. I didn't want no food. I didn't want to be touched. I was just like, leave me alone. Just leave me alone. So I went there in 2 weeks, working out in the snow in Iowa. I was training in the snow in Iowa. And I finally got my opportunity back in her. And I was like, just don't. I was like, don't touch me. I said, don't touch me. Just don't touch me. Just don't touch me. And boom, now I'm here.
And making plays. And you know, it's during that time, was there, and like you said, there's a point that you wanted to cry. When you got to the hotel room, literally, did you, when you laid down, was there an urge that you really wanted to cry at that point? Because literally, it was, man, God, this is insane.
I cried. Like, I literally, like, I ain't cry like a baby, but I just like just sitting there, a tear just started rolling. I was just like, dang, man. I said, God, I didn't give up on you. But like I said, man, I went through a lot to get here. And I just literally just sat in the room, the lights are already off, and I just prayed. I took a shower in the dark and I just like prayed, like, God, like, man, whatever you got for me, that's how I'm ready. Like, I'm just fatigued. Like, I'm ready, man. Like, man, I was just crying. I couldn't cry no more. I was just like, forget this, man. Man.
Well, I mean, it's obviously, we laugh, but at the same time, it shows the heart that you have and the not giving up on God, because at times like that could easily, I'm sure, obviously you could have just said, forget this, obviously God, this might be your plan, but at the same time, man, dude, I'm literally everywhere zigzagging. I mean, I'm sure there was points at that is like, man, dude, this is enough. Enough's enough.
Yes. I was, man, get my mental stronger. I say that. Man.
Well, I'm definitely glad you didn't give up, because, man, dude, you're making plays out there. Of course, you made a pretty nice catch for a touchdown against the Zappers a week and a half ago. So,
yeah,
that was a pretty slick catch right there.
Yeah, I can't wait to spend more, man. When they let me spend again, I'm gonna make more plays. So what I really can do.
No, I like what you're seeing. Of course, when you get there, how's life living in the bubble?
It's good. It's great. I'll say that. I'm blessed and grateful because they keep us active, like the TV shows.
Very nice.
We get to study our playbook more.
Nice.
I study film like crazy. I'm a homebody, so like I'm a Karen, so we stay in our shell. So I'll be in my little shell in here. Like I get out, get my food, but come right back upstairs. Like I stay to myself a lot. Like I know I talk to everybody else, but I'm a homebody, so this cool with me. Only thing I don't like when they look good outside, when they look beautiful outside,
right?
You just be like, I'll be like, like, dang, man. I had to touch the window. I'd be like, man, I just want to go out there just for like 10 minutes, man. We go to the pool area,
right?
But like, it's like I want to go outside.
Well, of course, you want to enjoy it.
I'd be like, dang. But other than that, it helps me understand the person I am. Right. In the room, like in this bubble, I can really just see, because a lot of people in the world don't understand who they are. Like they always so much, they always on go, 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 go. But that time you need for self, like that self time, you have to find out who you really are through the bads and the good. It's like one of the things you just sit and really just like dang, you can reflect on life. So this bubble give me time to actually reflect on myself.
Wow.
And then what I'm gonna do after this, because I don't have nowhere to stay after this.
Right.
So it made me think about like, okay, that give me time to think. Because if we had a bubble, I'd be moving so much. Like the last week run up on me so fast, I still won't have nowhere to stay. So this time give me extra time to relax in life, understand myself. Just I'm growing as a person, mentally and physically.
And that's deep right there. And of course, talking, and that's another thing that a lot of people may forget. And athletes are, whether it's the FCF, the IFL, Arena Football when it was still around, and XFL when it was still around, and NFL. Of course, everybody thinks it's that athlete mentality that they don't face real life issues. And here we are, with you and saying, hey, life's gonna be tough regardless of who you are. And I love your story. Obviously, literally having nothing, continue chasing your dreams, I should say. And entering the FCF now, how has the FCF, just by your perspective, how has the FCF helped you grow as a player and as a person, just in general?
It taught me to stay humble, trust timing, like enjoy the moment, like every moment count. Because I'm so used to, I never was worship. I always been an underdog everywhere I played, middle school, high school, semi-pro, indoor. Like I've been underdog. I don't have college fam. So people, I would look at me like, oh, you don't play in college, so you weren't good enough. It's like the people y'all rooting for in college, I murdered them on the field. Yeah. Like that's a political thing. Like that's a hype thing. Like that don't mean nothing. And so just kind of mold me playbook wise. Like I know a lot of plays. This is a lot of plays. It helps me if I make it a high level, I'm used to going through plays and meetings and everything. And it teaches me about being humble. And I don't even start now. I don't start. I was starting in the IFL. I don't start now. Like knowing I can start, but I don't start. I had a talent to start. Like I'm one of the top receivers here, and I can vouch for it.
Yo.
Like I promise you, I can. But like, there's only so much I can control, you know. So it kind of put me in a humble thing. Like I think I'm not starting, and like I'm going through the process I am. Like basically to I guess to come approach everything more like work even harder. I guess God thought I was gonna be comfortable or something. So he put me on a point like I have to prove myself. Like again. So I'm coming from the bottom. So FCF kind of taught me about working hard, being different, like separating yourself. Like we all got talent. Yep. But what can you be what can you be different than him to play? Like I had to bring something else to the table. Like if we all come in wearing Nikes, somebody gotta wear Jordans.
Yep.
Somebody gotta wear K-Swiss. Somebody gotta wear Reeboks.
Under Armour.
So it teaches me to bring something different, you know, bring something else to the table. And not like I'm to the point I do everything 100% on the field. Like everything. I ask questions. I stay consistent. I work out after practice. I stay in the coach. Like I do stuff different. I probably study film more than anybody here. Like honestly, I study film more than anybody here. Nice. If they say they study film to me, man, say I'll roll over. But I study heck of film. So it kind of put me in a mental stage, you know, basically like you can hang with NFL guys as well. Because I'm here with guys with NFL, XFL, and I be out working them on plays. Because we have our battles, but they respect me like, hey, you actually good. Like I told y'all, like I just didn't play in college. That don't mean I'm not good. Exactly. So it kind of helps me, like future purpose. So when I make it to the next level, like it's like, oh, I've been here before.
Of course, you know, speaking of players such as people that made it in the XFL, and of course, you know, in the league, there's two guys that made it to the NFL. Of course, we all know him as Johnny Football and now Josh Gordon. Have you got the chance to kind of work with Josh since he's arrived in the bubble, or even Johnny during the time frame?
Yeah, me and Johnny, we cool. We cool in the mud. Man, we cool. Me and him, we actually working out together. And he was my QB on plays too. In the game and in practice. And before me and him got released out the bubble, me and him was in the bubble working out, throwing the ball. They had us outside together with masks on, throwing the ball. Like we were talking to each other just so we already had a connection, talking and everything. Josh Gordon, nah, we haven't met yet. I just let him just, you know, walk his little pack. I know everybody like, oh,
right.
Like, I'm the type like, what's up? Like, you know.
I'm James.
We're the same thing.
Yep.
Like, what's up?
Of course, the media portrays Johnny, you know, to whatever they want to portray him as. How is he really? How is Johnny behind the scenes kind of guy?
He cool as a fan.
Nice.
He cool as a fan, man. He goofy. He was scoring on me. I had like a jacket. I left my jersey.
Right.
I left my jersey in the room, and I lied, and I tried to say that they messed up my jersey because I ain't want to be known for leaving my jersey in the room. I said, yeah, my jersey went in the room, man. So I just wore my jacket. Funny. In reality, I forgot it, and I had put my jacket over there. And Johnny Mazez said, he told me I look like SpongeBob because I would be like a squirrel with my jacket on. And he said, James, he said, Toon. He said, man, you like SpongeBob, man. And we just was scoring on each other, like just going back and forth, scoring on each other. And that was, man. But he cool, man. He cool no one.
You know, of course, not to be political, but I know, you know, a lot of people think different of me, and that's neither near nor there. But, you know, I always kind of, you know, you always want to kind of see the real person instead of what the media portrays him as. And, hey, you know, obviously I don't know Johnny from Adam, but, you know, he seemed like a cool guy, but, you know, media tries to portray him as whatever they wanted to portray him as. So, of course, season one's wrapping up, of course, now in the playoffs. How has it been like, you know, playing football, of course, from traditional to 7-on-7, now with the fans practically, so to speak, being the offensive coordinator, if you will? How has that kind of been different? How have you adjusted to the kind of waiting around once the play call gets called in from the votes from the fans?
It's cool. It's kind of annoying at times. Like, no selfish wise, but just right. I can't really show my potential, you know, because I'm a team player, big team player. But at times, like this is still a business. Like we still got to make sure we good play wise. Like we trying to elevate too.
Mm-hmm.
At times it'd be like, dang man, like I ain't get the ball. Like the fans called this play. It's like, dang, like.
Yeah, I'll vouch. I'm not obviously playing. I'll vouch. Last week when I was kind of voting for the play calling, I'll just take my little black thing is people need to quit running. If it's 3rd and 1, there's no reason to pass. Run the ball. But but the only thing I'll say is I guess everybody assumed Josh Gordon was going to go there and he's going to throw 10 touchdowns. With no disrespect to Josh, I'm not knocking him. But I'm like, come on, guys, let's be more realistic. But anyway, no, it was cool nonetheless. But if the FCF calls, which I don't know how that process is after the season ends, but could we see you potentially be back next year for season 2?
I say, I will. No, I won't turn on the opportunity. But other than that, like my goal is to go into something bigger than better.
Absolutely, of course.
But if they call me back and I had no other choice, like yeah, I'll come back. Cause I'm leaving with a great spirit. Mm-hmm. Positive energy, so I will come back if I have to.
And I know you guys got some stuff going on, so a few more questions. But anywhere in particular, location-wise, you're like, nah, I'm not going to move there for a team if they happen to call.
I'm moving anywhere. As long as it's not under the ocean, I'll go anywhere. As long as I have to swim with no fishes, I'm good.
I'll tag you to a IFL team. Or Champions Indoor Football, I think is what it's called. CI, yes. And we have a team up here in Oklahoma, and I'll tag you in the tweet to them. See if they can reach out to you, man.
Gotcha, most def.
But, hey, I appreciate you coming on. Last question. What's your normal routine on the game day? What's from when you first wake up to kickoff? What's your usual consistent routine if there is one?
Meditate, pray, stretch. Like kill myself in the playbook for like 15, 20 minutes and enjoy it, be happy. Mm-hmm. And life is beautiful,
Yes, sir.
Like, I'm doing something a lot of people want to do right now. A lot of people can't play football right now because of COVID. Yep. So I'm embracing the moment no matter what. And I'm just enjoying the moment. I used to beat myself up a lot mentally. Like, it kind of had me in dark places. So really, I just enjoy the moment. I wake up, meditate before I go touch the earth with everybody else. Mm-hmm. If I go touch everybody else's energy, I make sure my energy is right, and I enjoy, go have fun.
Right there, man. That's deep stuff. No, dude. I appreciate you coming on. Maybe after the season, you can come back on, man. We can talk even longer.
Oh, yes, sir.
But I'll hit you up with my digits, and now, like I said, I'll tag you in that tweet right after I get done with this and see if they reach out. And I know Wichita has one. I don't know many people, but maybe I know some coaches that may need some coaches. So I'll hit them up as well. But I got you, man. I'm going to help you out as well.
Yes, sir. Got you. Thank you.
And not a problem. Anything I can do, man, I'll do it. I can definitely help you out.
Yes, sir. Got you.
Yes, sir. James Harden, FCF, wide receiver. Definitely check him out this Saturday. And, hey, it's playoff time, so I think James can go big this weekend.
Write that down. Yes, sir.
There you go. Well, James, I appreciate your time on the podcast. Best of luck to you this week and hopefully in the championship game next Saturday as well. And like I said, you're welcome back on, and we'll definitely get you back. I'll definitely get you back on the show.
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
Hey, best of luck this week, and everyone. You're listening to the Air Raid Attack podcast with James Harden of the FCF, and we will catch you guys next week.